And we back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Quarantine log numero cuatro. And I know what you're thinking. What's with the angle change? Well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Kind of fucked up because gotta keep yourself entertained in the house with nothing to do. So I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and rock out, but not with my cock out. So I just put on some earphones, played me some fire ass rock music. I played the live Death from Above 1979 album. Was headbanging and air guitaring like a motherfucker, but I think your boy here is starting to age a little bit early because now my neck is fucking torn. I just feel like I can't even keep my head and like my neck up to keep my head in fucking posture. So that's why I'm having to lay down in this little lovely angle. But hey, it's a nice way to switch it up. But anyways, yeah, man, another day, another quarantine log. What did I do today? Actually, I do have a lot of things to talk about today. Mainly like one or two, maybe three things, but they're pretty in length. So one thing for sure is following up on the last log, because on the last log I said that I was going to apply for like one of these positions at an essential job, and one of the places that I've been hearing a lot has been hiring, and also I was recommended to this by a friend of mine that CVS is apparently hiring. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll work at CVS for a little bit until this whole quarantine thing blows over, so I can make a little money, make sure we're not having to rely on big government checks and stuff like that. So I decided to go and apply. Found me a position over there close to Inglewood. It's a cashier position, and I go to apply, but tell me why the fucking application process for CVS was so fucking long and unnecessarily like complicated, man. Like, a friend of mine, I explained a little bit of it to a friend of mine's, and she said that it like basically it's like the equivalent of like their fucking receipts. It's long as fuck and totally unnecessary. But let me just run you through this whole process. So I think to myself, a simple application is simple. You go in, you put your personal information, upload a resume, or maybe have to input your work experience and education, like manually. And at first it seemed like that too. So it took me to like the little portal page. I had to make like a sign in thing. So I go and do that. And yeah, I do the whole shebang. I fill it in, upload my resume, put my personal information, work history, and education. I'm thinking to myself, all right, cool. But then all of a sudden, it tells me to do the exact same thing all over again. And I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Turns out apparently what I was doing was first putting in the information for my profile. Now I'm gonna have to do it all again, but this time it's the actual fucking application. So I'm just like, why the fuck do I have to input this twice? Why the fuck can't you just get my information from my profile and just know that I'm applying for a cashier position? But I say fuck it, and I do it again, painstakingly having to put all my information again, so repetitive. And then also the stuff that they ask too, like for some fucking reason, and I don't want to just throw CVS under the bus for this, but I feel like a lot of places when you apply online, they always ask you to be very specific on stuff. Like they like for example, like in work experience, like they need to know like the day you started and the day you ended. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know the exact fucking date? Like, I don't write this shit down on like a notebook or like carve it into the desk of my new office saying, oh look, memories, this is when I started. Like, no, like I get the job, I get the fucking job. I don't keep track of all this type of shit. And then they want to know the information of the past employer, everything down from the name, number, all this type of stuff. Like, I may have like the name and the address, but I might not have like the number, because I'm like 9 out of 10. Like in my past work experiences, I never really had to call my bosses about anything. Usually, it'd always be any conversation with my bosses would be in the office. So I just don't. And plus, like this is like work experience from like months ago, like almost years ago, and it's like I don't have all this information just willy nilly, but like I can't proceed to the next portion of the application without actually having all that fucking information. So it's just like, what the actual fuck? Even down to like things like education. It's like they ask like what day you started, like, fucking college. It's like, how the fuck should I know? I know it was like a day in August, but it's like I don't know the exact fucking date, and it's like I don't know exactly the last day of school too. Like for me, that's not something that I like keep track in my head. I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna be done on Tuesday, so it's Tuesday. Fuck it, you know. So, and that's it. But it's like That's all I knew. It was on a fucking no. Actually, it was on a Monday. See, it's like I can't even remember the day of the fucking week. So what makes you think I'll know the exact fucking date? But yeah, they just kept wanting to get very precise like dates and times on like when stuff happened, and so I just found that even more fucking tedious. But I finished the application nonetheless, and I'm like, all right, cool, it's over with, it's donezo, finito, good to go. But actually, this just keeps shaking a lot, so let me just gonna put this over to the coffee table. I'm gonna get this shit out the way. Sorry. There you go. That way it'll stop shaking, because me and my ADHD ass, I'm always shaking my goddamn legs. So yeah, so finish the application. Ain't this just the sexiest angle? Look at that. Hey. So yeah, so I finished the application finally. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's done, good to go, that's it. And then they're like, oh hey, you're not done. Turns out you need to do a survey to fill out this tax form. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Fill that out, asking me the same fucking questions over and over again. No, I have not been on food stamps. No, I am not a veteran. And no, I do not have a disability. So that's finally done and over with. And I'm like, perfect, finally go, submit it, donezo, finito. Hopefully I get a call back from them. But no, ladies and gentlemen, it's never that fucking easy, because right after they basically want more information. They want references again, even though I just already put the information of my past employers. They're like, no, we need references now. It's all like, what, for a cashier position? It's like come on, it's like pushing buttons on a fucking screen, dude. It's like, it's not rocket science here, So I fill that out again, and it's just like, I feel like I filled out this information 3 fucking times already, but fuck it, I digress. Anyways, so I continue to go, and I finally submit the application. It's like, congratulations, you're done. I'm like, yay, fucking finally. And then they're like, wait, now you have to do the exam portion. I'm like, what? Quiz portion. I'm like, quiz? And so yeah, basically it's like the whole thing of like, hi, I'm your CVS, whatever advisor, and I've been employed here for 40 fucking years, even though like apparently you're a computer simulation, dude. You don't have to come off as like, oh, I'm an actual human being. Like, it's a fucking computer simulation. Come on now. And they ask you the same fucking questions. Oh, if so and so comes and like complains about how their coupon isn't being recognized, like typical type of stuff, like of situations you can find during the day. But it's just like they do the most, because it's not even like a multiple choice. It's like, pick the answer you're most likely to choose and then pick another answer that you're least likely to choose. It's like, what? That's just doing the absolute fucking most. And that goes on for like a good 20 questions. And then after that comes that, that philosophical, getting to know your state of mind as an employee exam, where it's just like, like, do you feel like you would appreciate work more if you get paid more, or if you like, if you get a bigger satisfaction of knowing that you're helping out an individual? And it's just basically their way of weeding out like, yo, who's here to just, collect a paycheck, and who's somebody that we can boss around basically, and who's someone who's just here to like, collect a paycheck. And so I do that, and it's like 30 questions of that, and then we get to like another portion, which is like, the questionnaire type thing too, of like where you stand, where your mindset is as an employee. But this time it's like some weird like aerodynamic, like, oh, you have to choose the top 2 or the bottom 2, which, or whatever statements make sense. Like, it's basically a more complicated version of the last test, and this one has 70 fucking questions, like 70 fucking questions, just for me to be a fucking cashier at CVS. Like, I understand if maybe like I'm gonna be like a pharmacist or like a pharmacist technician or whatever the fuck those people do, but like the people that actually have to like handle like medicine and pills and opioids and shit like that, like, no dude, I'm just applying for a position where all I have to do is beep boop boop, all right ma'am, your total is so and so, do you have a CVS card with us? And then they answer yes or fucking no. You do the transaction, whether it's cash. If it's cash, you make sure it's the right amount. If you give back the correct change if applicable, or if it's a fucking card, make sure they follow all the shit on the goddamn prompt. And then you go, and then you fucking ring them up, and you give them their long ass unnecessary fucking receipt, and you send them on their fucking way. That's it. I don't understand why I need to fill out a 70 question fucking like mindset questionnaire about how much of an employee I am. Like, it's CVS, my guy. It's a fucking pharmacy store. Like, it's totally unnecessary, but for some fucking reason they need this shit. because apparently somebody's gonna be looking at all 100 plus questions that I'm fucking answering here and shit. And it's just like, I don't understand why the fuck. Oh man, I feel like there's like, I think maybe a toothache might be coming. Hopefully I don't. It's pretty god this isn't a real fucking toothache, because the last thing I fucking need is to be going to a goddamn fucking dentist during a goddamn quarantine. But anyways, I digress. I'm out here just fucking whiling over the CVS thing. And so yeah. Um so long story short, I do the whole application, I do the whole quiz, but I just walk away going, Jesus Christ, this was so like painstakingly long and totally unnecessary for a position that honestly doesn't require too much skill set, man. But I did it, so CVS better fucking call me. Maybe they're like, you know what, let's do this incredibly long and unnecessary test to see who can, really fucking stick it out. So then that shows like strong will or something. Shit, they better fucking call me after that goddamn, whole circus and loops I had to jump through to fucking, finish their application. But nonetheless, it got done. They got taken care of. I was able to, relax and unwind after that, because I think that was like my main task to do for the day. And then of course do my workout. Killed my workout today, of course. I even added like a nice little early 15-minute pre-workout where I was just doing jump rope and shadow boxing, because mainly my workout routine is like a more of a boxing routine, like boxing training routine. So that was pretty good. Did my thing, ate some fire ass pozole, and then did that unnecessary long CVS thing, which is actually, it's probably a good thing that I worked out and ate beforehand, because it was able to put me in a nice state of relaxation. Because I feel like if I didn't eat, or if I didn't, unwind with my workout, I probably would have lost my fucking marbles doing that damn application. But I digress. It was over with. It was done. Everything was all nice and dandy. So after that, I decided to unwind and watch some Netflix. And I watched that Tiger King like documentary series that like is on Netflix. It's like number one on Netflix, and everybody and their fucking mama was talking about that fucking show. So I decided to give it a try, and I'm like 1.5 episodes in, because of my fucking ADHD mind. I can never watch a series for too long without getting distracted. But no, dude, like I'm only like 1.5 episodes in, but Jesus Christ, that show is bonkers. I could see now why people gravitate toward that show, because it is just a whole mess of just the most weirdest looking human beings that are on our planet Earth, man. It's basically a whole documentary series about people who run like zoos and exotic like pet like businesses and stuff like that. And I don't want to go into too much detail because I want to spoil it too much for you. All I could say is it's definitely a show worth watching, especially now since you don't have anything to do. You're in the quarantine. And it's a limited series, so it's only 7 episodes. So I want to definitely, finish up the series and see where that shit takes me. Actually, maybe, because I am recording this a bit early, maybe I might go ahead and like finish the last episode that I was watching, because I was like pretty like halfway or 3/4 of the way in, so maybe I just have to watch the last couple minutes before I can hit the hay. But no, dude, it's fucking crazy. Just to show you how fucking crazy it is, I'll give you a little bit of info on the show. The last episode that I watched midway, it was basically about their personality. So one guy who is like the main guy that they're focusing on, he's this gay zoo owner who has 2 husbands. And he met one husband who was gay, and then his other husband wasn't gay, and convinced him to basically be gay and marry the guy, all from a conversation about like porn. Like the guy was like, hey, what kind of porn do you watch? Like, how straight are you? And he's all like, oh, I'm pretty straight. He's like, okay, well, do you watch porn? He's like, yeah. It's like, well, what kind of porn do you watch? Like, when you're watching the porn, do you watch the porn where it's the guys with the little dicks, or the big dicks that are, going like pounding the fucking chick? And he's like, no, dude, like I go for the ones with the big penises. And it's all like, well, you don't sound too straight to me. And somehow that spiraled into like a whole, it's like the manipulation behind this shit. It's like, holy fucking Christ, you convinced a straight man to basically turn to the the gay side just from a conversation about what kind of porn the man watches. Like, part of me is impressed, but also part of me is like very scared, because it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, sometimes that's all it takes to break people. But yeah, man, so he's in a 3-way marriage, and it's just like, it's fucking bananas, dude. Like, that show is like, I don't want to say it's too much white trash, but it's like it's a good mixture of white trash mixed with craziness, mixed with ego. And I don't know, man. It's fucking. I could see why it's number fucking one, because the whole show and the people that are about like that have to do with the show. It's just an anomaly, dude. It's a fucking anomaly. Like some chick gets her fucking arm literally eaten by a fucking tiger, and she's so under this guy's fucking spell. He's like, you know what? I'm not. I'm just gonna, just amputate the arm, and I'm gonna go right back to work because I don't want to, throw a bad image to the zoo and stuff like that. Like it's fucking. Damn, that shit is bananas, dude. Like it's fucking crazy. So I mean, that's all I'm gonna talk about the show because I don't want to give it away too much. But it's like, you know, Tiger King, dude. Definitely check it out, man. If you need something to watch during the quarantine, definitely watch that. And then, watch a bunch of other stuff too. Better Call Saul, the third season of Better Call Saul, the Breaking Bad spinoff is now on Netflix too. I gotta get back to watching that too. See, that's the thing too. You would think with all the time I have now in the fucking world that I would spend it watching TV, but that's not really my bread and butter. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good TV show, but it's like I don't know, man. It's like for some reason, like my mind is not really like, yeah, let's watch TV. I want to do other things. Like right now, I'm really into my video games because Call of Duty, and I love the whole like. Cause me, I'm a pretty competitive guy. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like I like the sense of competition, and like I play to fucking win, man. So especially now with like having all the time in the world to play, and also because all my friends are online because everybody's fucking stuck at home. There's more of an incentive to play. And then of course my workout that has to be going through, and then trying to find ways of like trying to make some money, and then other things like that. So, I don't know. Like, you would think with all the time in the world, man, just quarantine still apparently isn't giving me time to watch TV, given all the other stuff I want to do. Plus this whole log thing, which is actually pretty cool. Got my little viewers and stuff like that. Shout out everybody viewing me. And shout out the subscribers, too. I said yesterday that I had no subscribers, but it turns out I had like 5. And I'm like, whoa, shit, that's cool. So if I didn't acknowledge you in the last log, well, here's your acknowledgement now, man. You're beautiful. Love you. Appreciate you, man. And also, I apologize if I didn't recognize you, but the whole YouTube algorithm thing is all weird, man. Like, I load up my videos, and it says I have, like no views or, like, single-digit views, and then I go to the actual video, and it's like, oh, no, you have, like, way more views than it said on the last thing. And then it told me, it's just, like, it tells me all my subscribers, and it's just like, wait, like, yesterday he said I had none, and now apparently I had, like, 4 or 5. Whoa. I don't know if you saw that, but my light just kind of flickered on and off right now. So I don't know if that was just me tripping because I need to go to fucking sleep soon, or if this light is flickering. So poltergeist? No, I'm just kidding. No, don't say that. No, there's a lot of crosses and Jesus pieces around here. No, ain't no demons coming in here. This house is protected by the Lord. But yeah, man. So that was pretty much my day. Oh. Quick side note, I just remembered. Funny enough, once again, in this installment of fucking TikTok cringing, because apparently every log has to have some, mention of TikTok. I didn't want to talk about TikTok. I thought I had enough to talk about before including TikTok, but I was like, I need to talk about this because I just find it so hilarious. Because it's like, I feel like now because I'm talking so much shit about TikTok, that TikTok is basically following me and everything I fucking do. So yeah, once again, still seeing an abundance of TikToks on my socials, but that isn't anything new. But what is new is that apparently all of a sudden, like one of my cousins in Mexico got a TikTok, and I was like, oh no, primo, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he did the whole like that one cringy TikTok where like they cover the camera and then they like uncover and it's like them in like a different outfit, like he's trying to flex the outfits that he wears. It's like a little fashion TikTok, but it's just like, my man, you's a grown ass man, bro. Like, what is you doing, fam? But then again, I don't know, man. It's like, to be honest, like I'm gonna keep it a total buck, dude. Like the little like pueblito that I grew up in Mexico is like very like, it's very behind when it comes to like trends. So I feel like he just discovered TikTok, and it's just like, whoa, what the fuck is this? But it's like, I don't know, man. For some fucking reason, the corniest shit that I find here in the States apparently is like super popping in that little pueblito that, we're in the motherland where my dad's from. It's like, I remember last time, I can remember pretty fucking well. Like I remember last time, like I was, like pulling up and just like hanging out with my primos and stuff like that, and they were trying to bump American music, but it's like they were playing like fucking the Barbie girl song, like LMFAO's "I'm Sexy and I Know It," and like I think it was "All the Single Ladies" by Beyonce. Like this man's playlist was so fucking random and weird. It was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what is this music selection? It's so random, and it's like the corniest songs. It's just like, nah, son, bump some rancheros or something, dude, because this American music is not it, chief. It is not it. But no, I just find it so funny. So I think they just found TikTok, and I guess I guess they probably only see like the cringy TikToks, and they're like, all right, I guess I gotta go and do that type of TikTok then. But it's just like, I don't know, man. I just find it so funny that somehow now TikTok has infiltrated my own family, man, and in the motherland too. You would think it would probably affect like someone like here in the States, but no, it's this shit's crossing borders, son. It's fucking hilarious. But no, I just found that so hilarious. I'm just like, man, can't escape it. Can't escape it. So yeah, there's my little involvement, my little drop of TikTok. Gets his little clout on my log once again. But yeah, man, it's so fucking hilarious. But looking forward to tomorrow, which technically is today, because I'm recording this earlier. But usually I record at like 1 in the morning. Now I'm recording at like 12 something, almost 1. But tomorrow, from if all goes well, we're gonna have ourselves a little carnita asada for my cousin's birthday, because at the end of the day, quarantine or not, we still gonna turn up. Goddamn, this is gonna be a nice quarantine carne asada to help lift the souls and celebrate life. Because in this time of trying times, where everybody seems to be dying left and right all around the world, we need to celebrate light. So people, if you got a birthday during this quarantine, turn up the best way you can, man. Even if it's just something simple or small, whatever you do, don't ever let go of that aspect of appreciating and enjoying life, because that is something we need critically right now, is an appreciation for life in a time where life seems pretty bleak. There you go. There's my little after school special message for you, So I think that's pretty much it for this log. Keeping it pretty short. I know last one was almost 30. This one's probably like in the 22-minute mark. So yeah, like I said, the times can vary based on like basically what I have to really talk about. Like I said, that was my day, what I just talked about throughout this whole vlog. Some days might be a little more eventful than others, but I use that term eventful very lightly, because there's only so many eventful things that can happen in a quarantine where you're stuck at home. So yeah, man, until tomorrow, or basically, well, yeah, technically tomorrow. Like I said, the way I record and upload these is very weird. So tomorrow or today, later on in the day, I don't like in the night, but I'm confusing myself and I'm probably confusing you. So basically, until next time, people, enjoy yourself, stay safe, hug one another, appreciate your family, appreciate the people you're spending this quarantine with, read a book, write a poem, do what you gotta do to make sure you don't go crazy, people. And do me a favor, stay clean, man. Fucking laying down comfortable as fuck. I might knock out right here, but no, that's it. Later.